Yo, what's good, peeps? So you all see the title, How to Let Go of the Fear of Money. How to stop letting money control every single day, every single second, every single thought in your life, and how to start accumulating it for yourself on your own time. Okay, so this conversation is a little tricky because when I say money, some people are going to look at me like I'm greedy, or some people are going to think money's the root of all evil. Money's bad, 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 bad. And listen, I understand it can be kind of complicated, but by the end of this conversation, one, you're going to know how to. You're going to know the answer to all those questions that I previously told you about. Two, you're going to understand that money isn't necessarily a bad thing. And three, you're going to understand like what you can do to make more of it on your own time. Okay, so before I get too started, listen, I am not. This conversation is coming from very humble beginnings. Okay, I'm not. I'm not some big millionaire. Okay, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not completely financially free, as some would say. However, can I tell you that I've been able to quit all of my jobs and support myself? Yes. Can I tell you that I've been able to 10x the amount of money I make per hour? Yes. Can I be able to tell you that I can make money on my own time without somebody telling me where to be, how to be there, and what to do? Yes. So that's why I feel kind of confident into talking to you all about this. But once again, we're from very humble beginnings. I'm just trying to share some knowledge that's been able to help me out. So whenever we talk about money, all right, a lot of people complain about money. Okay, a lot of people complain about not getting money, but we're going to talk about this principle, okay? It's the you don't know, you won't have principle. So whenever I say what is money, a lot of people are going to say job. Job. That's what money is, job. Or they'll say it's the root of all evil, or they'll say currency. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right. But is that necessarily what money is? So you're telling me the only way to make money is just a job. That's not necessarily true. There's CEOs, there's entrepreneurs, there's people who are freelancers, there's people who are just making money doing the things that they love, and it's not a job to them. So money doesn't necessarily mean job. Money isn't the root of all evil. There's plenty of people who have helped cure diseases, helped take people out of poverty with money, and helped start up so many companies with their own money, helped buy clothes with their own money. So money isn't the root of all evil. Money allows, okay, so I'm not a farmer, okay, I'm not very good at growing my own food. So money allows, and I don't want to, all right, I don't want to build my own house. Money allows me to pay somebody else to do things that I don't want to do so I can spend time specializing in, let's say, movement, helping people get in their bodies, helping people find their goal, pick a goal, strategize on how to achieve it, and then execute on that strategy. Okay? But once again, this don't you don't know you don't if you don't know you don't get it principle. A lot of people don't know what money is. We're not, and the sad thing is we're not really taught about what money is and how to get it. So two things that you can do right now to increase the amount of money that you make. Okay, listen, learn more about money. Okay, so uh, this book right here, it's how to read a financial report. Okay, I'm not a financial person, but like again, I'm just learning a little bit more about how to make money. So another definition of money that resonates really really well with me is there's this quote that there's statement made by Tony Robbins that said money is here. Let me to quote it perfectly. Money is nothing but a measure of a value I give to other people. The more I give to others, the more money I receive on a consistent basis. So let's think about this. If money is value, right? If you're trying to make more money, one needs to learn about it, right? What is money? How do you get it? There's four streams of income, right? There's linear, so you get money for an X amount of hours that you work. Your hour is worth this amount of dollars, right? Then there's leverage. How can you use other people's time or software's time to help you make money? Then there's passive, which people make money through passive income through like online courses. People make money passive through passive income through books, stuff like that. And then there's investments, stocks, bonds, all that kind of stuff. So in those four areas, right? How can you find a way through your skills that you developed? And if you're looking to find a very specific skill, you can go back to a previous episode that I dropped, how to uh, get extraordinary benefits. No, it was one of my strategy session videos, something about extraordinary results. It's about the book The One Thing, anyway, and that teaches you how to niche your stuff down, and find some kind of value. So let me ask you this: what kind of value through everything that you've experienced, right? Whatever struggle you have been through, okay, and then that you've solved, how can you take that and provide that value to other people's lives, right? Now, it's that simple. Okay, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Okay, there's a couple more things, but once you can begin, the goal is to once again raise our awareness of money, what it is, and like we said, money is value. So then raise your awareness on value. How can you provide value to people's lives? Okay, if you want money, just study it, right? If I am studying what it takes to become a neurosurgeon, but I want to be a professional dancer. It doesn't make sense, does it? I'm not gonna be a professional dancer if I'm reading books on how to become a neurosurgeon, right? So while you may be an expert at something, right, and that's fantastic. Props to you for studying. Props to you for getting in the books and executing on the things. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a money making machine. Sometimes expertise, in a lot of cases, expertise does bring money. However, some cases it doesn't, unfortunately, right? And if you lose your job, then what are you going to do? Okay, so how can you provide value? And what can you do to up your awareness on what money is, right? Find books. What are some books? Go to Amazon, look up books. Find a mentor, type in, figure out what their favorite books are on wealth, finances, all that kind of stuff, and just up your level of listen. You're gonna be once you start reading it on this, once you start raising your awareness, you're going to realize how much people don't know about what you're learning about. It's absolutely crazy. Money runs this world, but nobody really knows about it. Now, there's some common misconceptions. Okay, so what does it take to make money? You have to be born rich. Uh, you have to be lucky, stuff like that. Those are false. Okay, you don't have to be born rich. There's a lot of millionaires and billionaires, self-made, now more than ever for sure, who have made money coming out of poverty. Two, so you're just not lucky. Lucky. That's. I understand whenever people say lucky. I get it, but but if you're prepared, you get moments throughout your life to execute on something. Okay, that's where the luck comes in. Whenever you get that moment, however, you have to be prepared for that moment. Okay, and that's where luck comes into play. But preparation is the biggest key, and it'll take you so much farther than luck. So what's lucky is whenever you're prepared and then you get a moment and you capitalize off that moment. That's lucky. So anyway, so how can you raise that level of awareness on what money finances is, money is? What books can you read, right? And people say, oh, I don't need to read books. Yeah, you do need to read books. If I went into a doctor's appointment and there was a doctor that said, hey, dude, we need to operate on your brain. And I said, okay, doc, what kind of studying have you done? And he says, none. I never read a book on how to operate the brain. I'm gonna freak out, and I'm gonna be like, no, dude, don't operate on me, right? So get out there, read some books, soak in some knowledge, right? It really pays off, and like I said, you're gonna learn some top notch stuff, and then you're gonna come out to the real world, and you're gonna look around and say, hey, what do you do to, like, learn about money and all that kind of stuff? And they're gonna be like, money's the root of all evil. All the rich are getting richer, all the poor are getting poorer. The rich get richer because there's habits that you have that can bring in wealth. Simple as that. So, and if you're making that money, you're going to keep those habits, right? So, just think about it, and why am I talking to you about money right now? Listen, I'm not some greedy dude. I don't need millions of dollars. I don't want millions and billions of dollars. If I make millions of dollars, I'm going to give away the majority of it, right? However, listen, it's important because I am a health freak, okay? I do care about my energy, okay? And there've been enormous amount of studies that show that you have to make about 10,000, excuse me, anywhere from like $70,000 a year to just balance your cortisol level. So this idea of, oh, if I'm a month out of a job and I have a don't have if I'm out of a job for a month, and or if I get sick, a huge doctor bill, right? That fear raises your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, and it deteriorates on your body. Two, you got to make about $120,000 a year to be able to just go where you want to go and do what you want to do. I'm about freedom, right? And then the crazy thing is listen, and this is the saddest part, but whenever you have a sick individual, so if you get a sick family member, if you yourself get sick, there's medicine that they don't even tell you about because your insurance won't cover it for you because you don't have that kind of money. There's medicine they won't even tell you about. There's a story, a mentor of mine, his wife had a disease, right? And she used to have to get shots, like 3 shots a day or something like that. And he was like, you know what? We're gonna work real hard to where she doesn't have to get these shots. And then she worked her way to having to get 1 shot a week. And he's like, I'm going to work my way to, we're going to do it. We're going to get healthy to where she doesn't need that 1 shot a week, right? And he did some research and he found out that there was a pill that she could take, right? And it was like a pill that either take like once a day or something, but it's a pill, right? You don't need shots, okay? You don't need to go somewhere, okay? And he talked to the doctor and they said, yeah, we knew about it, but we couldn't tell you about it because your insurance couldn't cover it. So there was a pill out there for this dude's wife to make her feel better, but they wouldn't even tell him about it because his insurance wouldn't cover it, right? So if he was in that financial situation, then, well, luckily the dude knows about money, and he said, well, I'm going to make the extra $10,000 a month that I need to make. And he found out how to do it, and now his wife has those pills. You know what I'm saying? But this dude teaches people on how to increase their income and get the results that they want, right? You don't want to learn how to do that kind of stuff. Imagine, okay, so I imagine, I've never swam a day in my life and I'm at the Olympic podium about to dive into the water. I'm not going to do too well. It's going to be pretty stressful, and everybody else is going to beat me because I didn't train before. So we're talking about this to see what we can do to train ourselves to get a six-pack of not the body, not a six-pack of the mind, but a six-pack of the bank account and of the finances, okay? So what can you do to go out? What books can you pick up to read about money? Right? Who can you talk to? Who makes a little bit more money? What kind of questions can you ask? Okay, and then really start thinking about what kind of value can you provide to the world. And I know you can provide some value, especially if you made it to the end of this video. We're about 12 minutes in, and if you first watched this video, and if you made it to the end of this video, you are already ahead of probably 60-70% of the world. So y'all have a fantastic day. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Earthling Gangsta. I'm not your life coach, and I'm not your guru. I just am.